Hello everyone, and welcome back to Urban Jungle, where we have a pretty nice first apartment after college, if you ask me. Even if, we had our mom kind of giving us a little bit of a hard time, and even if I do need to find a few spots where maybe we could convince some more of our plants to go ahead and grow, I wonder if I plant one of the lights over here, we might be able to sneak some more plants onto the side of our our little kitchen half wall. But you know what? That sounds like the perfect thing to do. What about the cat tree? No, I should let Rufus have his cat tree to make sure he can play on it. Though I do want to make sure that this place feels like home. Because no matter what our mom and brother and everybody else seems to want to say is success, they don't seem super happy, and I kind of wonder if we ever saw our grandparents again. Well, for now, at least we can celebrate the fact that there's a new rare species of bird of paradise right here ready for us to go ahead and bring home, and another monstera. Those both look absolutely beautiful, and I think that they would make good friends with some of the other plants we've already got. Oh my gosh, this is a huge birds of paradise. Oh my word! It's gigantic! It's so much bigger than I thought it would be, which kind of is like what happened with my monstera I brought home, and we named it Kina, and it has gotten so big and beautiful. She's actually putting out some new leaves, and I've had it for years now, actually. And I guess that's part of it. To me, I just never really feel at home in the places I go to unless I can put some life in it, some greenery and plants, and that's just really important and special to me. Is that like that for you guys? Because I have my room half filled full of all sorts of pothos and philodendrons. We've got some of the palm trees and money trees. I'm looking at my string of turtle succulents. I wonder if we can have string of turtles here too. But I have string of turtle succulents. We have a bird of paradise that we've moved to the deck now that the weather has gotten warmer, actually. The one thing I don't seem to be able to keep alive is cactus, ironically. But we do have a very large Chinese money tree. No desert roses because they kind of fall into the succulents and the cactus territory. I'm not very good at keeping the succulents alive either. Let's see. And we do have several orchids, including one that is putting out some fresh buds, getting ready for new leaves pretty soon, which makes me pretty excited. Ooh, and look at this palm! This is a new palm, and the Z plant, let's go ahead and snag those two. Because the Z plant needs light, but it doesn't want any humidity, so I think we'll be able to put it, let's see, does this not count with our little lamp right here? There we go. All right, it'll count with the lamp right there, like that. And then here's our palm tree that needs both light and humidity. Can it take up this huge space on the deck? Because I would love that. I think I might be able to give it some room on the deck if I move things around a little. Hang on, plant friends. Oh, perfect. I don't care if you have to like crawl your way through the jungle to make it to this table. That to me sounds like a great time. Oh yes, and also we still need to find our shoes and put them out in the hallway. Well, I have my shoes. I have no idea how to get out into the hallway. And I do have the little mouse toy for the cat. There we go. I wonder if I just need to like try to drop my shoes outside somewhere. Wait, I guess that actually did count for one of my shoes. Put them out in the hallway, huh? Because that seemed to work for just a second. Out in the hallway. Is this the hallway? Oh! Okay. I wouldn't have thought that was my hallway, but all right. I mean, if that counts, I put the shoes out. Oh, a prayer plant. Oh, that looks really lovely too. And another Chinese money plant. But you know what? I'm feeling kind of sassy. Like I want to turn my nose up at the idea of just being here only for money. And instead, let's grab this prayer plant. And it also likes the African violets, the Chinese evergreen elephant ears. Let's get this basil too. So the basil doesn't need light, but it does need humidity. That might make my life really interesting because it might have to like live on the bed with me, but it looks like, do you want to hang out with my, there we go. We might get it happy enough to hang out with my little evergreen there. And the prayer plant needs both light and humidity. And it likes the African violet, who I think it can be friends with my African violet right there then. Aw, that's really fun. They're buddies. Or I guess they are buddies. The pothos, meanwhile, just wants a little bit of water. Ooh, that's a little hard for me to manage. Here's another monstera, which doesn't like other monstera. Oh my gosh. Then maybe we'll go for the fiscus instead. Let's get a couple fiscus. There's actually 2 different types, which is really fun to see. I love going to plant stores. Oh my gosh, it's huge. All right, I really hope I have enough room for this guy too. There we go. Who needs the deck when we can have plants? Come on. And then we've got a little fiscus that I can have on the deck with me. And there's another bird of paradise we could grab, but here's a brand new prayer plant type. And then here's a snake plant. All right, so this is a beautiful prayer plant. Oh my gosh. We'll put it there, and I think that we can have our snake plant be friends over here. And this would be the results for our first apartment. And I think with all of this greenery, it feels a lot more like home to me. I guess we could, let's try getting this cactus before we go. And if we need to get 2 plants, then maybe this rare Chinese evergreen, just to see if I can manage. Can I get it down here where it can have, doesn't need light, but needs humidity. So just on the inside, whoops, just on the inside of the room. And then we can make this cactus happy with that succulent. There we go. I just wanted to see if we could pull that off before we went. Because look at that. Rufus has his little cat toy and we're all set up. And business is starting to creep into our lives, and I might have kind of strewn things around to make room for our plants. But I like it a lot. I guess both unpacking and our life here in Urban Jungle and so many other ways does ask us. We spoke last time about how you can find some of yourself in things that you surround yourself with. But there's also a flip side to that. What about when other people try to enforce how your environment looks or puts things that you don't feel are part of you into your environment? And how do you cope with that? And what do you do? And how could that affect you? That's something I'm going to think about as life carries on. Oh, okay. Hi, dear. It's me again. Nurgen said you didn't call him. Why are you two like this? You're family, after all. Well, I mean, please call him tomorrow. It's not that hard. I'm gonna stay silent. Look at Miss Flores's children. They're so close. Why can't you and your brother get along? When her oldest son lost his wife, they all supported him. And he was left with a newborn to take care of. That's sad. You and your brother should stick together too. I mean, those casually calling my brother when I'm busy unpacking and we don't have a lot of shared mutual interest or life values, and someone's spouse passing away and leaving a baby behind are vastly different things. You never know what will happen in life. I mean, I understand that. Okay, dear, I'll stop lecturing you. I'll call you tomorrow. Oh dear. Well, I feel like we're two plants that have different needs, and she keeps putting us both in the closet. It's success, isn't it? Hey, how are you? Did your call finally end? Oh, so this must be where we began. With that success, right? It lasted 2 hours. And how's your quarterly report? You were so worried about it. They gave me a pat on the back. Will they give you a bonus? What bonus? You work so hard and they couldn't even do that? Girl, you need to look for another job. Okay, then how's the weather in Bangkok? My parents say it's pouring, but they're in Nothrabury, and it's been raining all day. Not the best time of year for a business trip to Thailand, of course, but don't let it get you down. Order some mango sticky rice and give Rufus a cuddle for me. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine taking a cat that far across the world. They promised this would be the last business trip of the year, right? I'll rest in my next life. My aunt gave me the number of a flower shop in your area. Maybe some new flowers would lift your spirits. That would be really helpful, actually. It's also a little cramped and very gray. Very gray. Rufus! Don't worry, baby, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna make this nice for us. We're gonna get some color here. I guess this is my, like, business area. Oh my gosh, this place is such a mess. And there's my picture of my grandma that I still have, like, out, and hopefully I can live up to a happy memory. Let's see, we'll move my switch out of the way. Maybe, where am I gonna put my switch? Rufus, I'm gonna put the switch over here. Rufus, your cat bed is in a good spot for a good kitty. I'm gonna move my slippers. Let's see, find file folders from work and put them on the desk. These ones? No. Okay. We'll have to find the other file folders from work. Look at this little baby hippo toy. That's so cute. Rufus, I'm gonna put it over by your bed. Let's see. Here's our cat cup. Unpack the box on the second floor. Unpack the box on the first floor. Oh, is this the file folder for work? Oh, this is making me think about that. Oh, we need to find 5 of them. I see. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Hang in there, Rufus. Remember what I was just saying about the way that others might at times put themselves in your space in unexpected ways, and how they might shape your environment, and what does that do and what does it mean? I'm sort of feeling like that's coming to life right now for sure. Let's see. So how does it feel when we try to bring what means something to us in to a place where other people are trying to define what we mean through piles and piles of paperwork? Is this part of the paperwork? Oh, thank goodness. All right, well, we'll shove those file folders down there. Oh boy, that's not even part of like the work folders we need to have out. Okay, still not part of the work folders we need to have out. All right, that's still not part of the work folders we need to have out. Got it. Rufus, you take care of yourself for just a minute. And then let's make sure we tidy up down here too. Oh boy, it's kind of messy, that's for sure. A lot of instant food, like a lot of instant food everywhere. We have a squirt gun. Can I fill it up? Let's see. And then I think we've got at least a few things. Here's my like work badge. And then, so I found my work badge, move bottles of water to the kitchen. These I remember from living in Taiwan. We would go out to get bottled water because the pipes were made from very, very old systems that, let's see, did I throw away all the trash? Not quite yet. But the pipes were made from very old systems that had like lead in them, so you didn't want to drink from them. Here's our little decoration. And so we wanted to make sure that it would stay safe, so you wouldn't drink the water from your like pipes. You would go and buy bottled water. But that's just because the city had to grow so much early. Let's see. So what do we have here? Is this more? Aha, more trash. That's what I thought. There. So we threw all the trash away, so at least that's done. Hey, our little Gundams. We can put a teeny bit of personality in here. They clearly mean something to us if we've ended up bringing them like all over the world with us. And we've got some games. Maybe we'll be able to have some fun. I don't know how, when, or where, but maybe. And we might be able to get some plants in pretty soon. Also, maybe we'll have some yummy cookies as a snack. There we go. And then what do we have here? Some little containers. Oh, I can't even imagine what it would be like to have to just like live out of these boxes all the time. And I still need to find more of those file folders. I'm beginning to wonder those were actually these pieces after all. No? Oh wait, I see. They were the ones that were over here. Gotcha. So they were already up in my bookshelf. Okay. So somehow, maybe by piling them up, we'll be able to get them up here. So there's all our work file folders, and there's a whole bunch more work files that we have all over the place. We can pet Rufus Plumpus, which is such an adorable name. And wow, it's really rainy and gray outside. But maybe that'll mean some of our plants will be happy, hopefully. And at least we have a lot of plants that don't need light or water. So we have a donkey tail succulent. And over here we have a beautiful desert rose. Oh, let's start by snagging some of those. The desert rose will actually, well, where do I want to put you, desert rose? Do you want to be a bedside companion? Maybe? Kind of spruce that area up. We could start getting some donkey tail succulents put up upstairs too. And then we've got other succulents. We've got our snake plant. Chinese evergreen will probably need to go downstairs, and a cactus. So, what about, whoops, I dropped my succulent. There we go, almost. Come on, guys. There we go. So at least we have a few happy succulents on top of our potted, or on top of the bags that we probably have traveled around the world with. And then let's see. So spider plant might do well here since we don't have a lot of places to put water down. But here's a beautiful new fiscus. I'm just kind of thinking it through. Like what it would be like to really try our best. Like, what makes a place that feels almost hostile to you feel like home? Like, what can you do to create a place that still feels like you in an environment that is clearly not made for you, that you really have to work to try to fit in? Let's see, is this his little water container? Maybe. We can get more succulents. Here's a new Z plant that looks really— a lily! Oh, how pretty! So we can get more lilies down there. That's nice. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll try maybe moving over the humidifier a little. And, well, actually, I guess the humidifier was doing a good job over here. And then let's see, needs light but not humidity. Look at the size of this Z plant! Oh, that's really cool. We just need to make sure that it has access to like a lamp somewhere. So that we can call it... It is very dark here. This really is making me reflect a lot about how much we can actually control of our environment when we know it's not one that fits us really well. How much we can change, how much we just have to learn to cope with. I feel really humbled by like really wanting to think about that. All right, and then we've also got more succulents, thank goodness, and we could get another desert rose. You know, maybe I'll be able to find even more beautiful places to put those. So there's another succulent in my little succulent pile. And do I have any lights in the kitchen that I can like turn on or something? Or maybe I just need to pile succulents up everywhere. Now we're starting to get, like, ironically, things are starting to get a little trickier. You think that it would be a little easier, but I actually do think it gets a little trickier trying to make sure that we're able to, I guess, live the adult life we want, but defy it in some ways and feel like we're able to... Oh no, am I out of... We don't have enough plant energy. Oh, what do I do? You can actually have that happen? Do I have any cactuses? Okay, so the desert rose needs light and it likes succulents and cactuses. So can I have a succulent that can go hang out with it? Okay, oh my gosh. We're gonna have to actually answer my question of how can we make this environment work for us? Let's see, when it's not quite suited for us. So I think we have to make our succulent happy. Oh my gosh! I didn't know that you could actually get to the point where actually it's not enough just to have plants. We have reached that level of life where it's no longer enough just to have the plants. We also need everything lined up a certain way so that they all benefit enough. Oh, am I gonna be able to make it? So they love desert roses and they love cactuses. I think there's 40 and 20. Okay, I think, you know what? Work is about to have succulents and cactuses on top of it. I just lost my work box. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank goodness. I mean, technically not thank goodness, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So if I have this succulent move a little closer, this donkey tail, then it can be happy. So it doesn't need light or humidity. Oh, thank goodness, we can get more plants now. So we've actually done it. We've actually reached a point in life where just having plants is not enough. Oh boy. I have a feeling everything just got a little bit more complicated than I was expecting. But I wonder if that's where we have to start proving what we've been talking about being able to find ways to make your environment something that you can still be happy in and thrive in, even when it seems like things are against you. All right, so let's see. How about this spider plant? Did that one need? It needed light. It needed light and it's cut off from everybody. So we're gonna make sure that it's got somewhere to go too. And we're gonna make sure that we can get more plants because I didn't know the day would come when plants weren't enough. And here we are. And you know what I love? The thing that we're slowly but surely piling on top of are our work boxes. I think it's time for revenge. All right, let's see. We can get more succulents. And cactuses love the desert roses. And the Z plant loves the snake plants. It needs light. And then the succulent loves the desert roses. We're doing it. We are making a pile. Oh my gosh, that's on my bed though. And then let's see. Can I get you close to anything you like, little succulent? I like you, and maybe that's just gonna have to be enough for now. But I think we just barely squeaked past for being able to get this work trip apartment set up. But I feel like we have reached a crossroads. We're just loving and having plants isn't enough. And I think we need to have an entire life. That's ours. Hey, hi. It's Nurgan. Mom's in the hospital. The neighbor, Miss Flores, called me. What happened to her? I don't know. They won't let Mom have her phone, and the doctors are busy right now. Can you go visit her? I can't. Lots of work, important negotiations. What do you mean work? I'll come later. I don't know when exactly, but I'll come probably. I wonder if that's what she would have called success.